Let's go. Welcome to Momentum Monday. Today is April 23rd, 2023. Howard, amazing background. Did you buy any?
End of the day here. I've been traveling for 3 weeks. The missus lets me do these guy trips cycling, and I'm I think the first time since I was 20, like backpacking through this place, Saint-Tropez, and I'm in the French Riviera, which has really been fun. A lot of hard riding, it's really beautiful. Have you been here before?
I haven't been to France yet, but I will in a week.
I've avoided France. I'm not a Paris guy, but man, south of France is fun. You got Italy, you got weird Monaco. It's like Vegas, and you have France.
Yeah, which country has a better food?
Better what?
Food.
I'm biased to Italians, just the way they keep it simple. But people love French. I do love French food, but I'm just biased to simple Italian food. But the Riviera blends it all very well, because it's just flip-flop.
Exactly.
It's flip-flopped here, Italians and French.
Well, speaking of flip-flop, that's kind of what's happening in the market.
Look at you with the fancy segue there.
The market's just been going, sideways in a tight range. S&P, the QQQ. I mean, there's definitely some notable sector rotations under the surface as the semis have been pulling back to their 50-day moving average. The biotech sector has been on fire in the past 2 weeks. Pretty significant, move.
Here only in resistance, though, right? 15,
yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a 200-day, so not that it mattered. Look how many times it went above and below. But definitely in individual biotech stocks, we've seen some pretty major moves. I think this one,
what do they do?
Viking,
they have diabetes, fat American.
They have a weight loss drug, I think. Yep. I mean, and as I said, there, like, if you look at the best performing stocks for the past week or 2 weeks, it's like 90% biotech.
Yeah, you've been saying that. It's just so hard for me because I don't know how to tell one company from another. No profits in any of these companies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
you're betting on like someone buying one of their drugs.
These are trades, but it's not just biotech. Obviously, we're seeing other strong trends. Gambling is one.
You know how I feel about that. The degenerate economy is definitely a thing. So
here's International Game Technology. They make slot machines. They broke out to new 52-week highs last week. We had.
Hey, what is that? Let me see a weekly. That has been in a bear market for a long time. One of the great stocks.
This is a weekly, and then this is a monthly.
Dude, that's significant. I'm putting that on my list. Hang on. That's been around. That was one of the great stocks in the 90s. I have to follow that one. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so we have DraftKings broke out from a tiny base here. It's back near 52-week highs, I think. Obviously still in a longer term. I mean, it's a base, I guess, above the 200, above the 50-day.
Yeah, but that's significant because to me, you take out the fluff and, you take out those 2021 years. So it's really all those people that chase, like look at Penn Gaming, right? Like that's more fluff because it's media, no one uses their gambling product. Go PENN, right? So DraftKings relatively is doing well. International, like the companies that have true gambling upside and whose products are being used. So that's interesting. Where's MGM Bets?
Yeah, they're there. I was going to mention that LBS crushed earnings estimates, very strong earnings. And then they broke out to new, I think, 52-week highs. And obviously MGM and Wynn are also there near 52-week highs.
Been just a dog forever, but yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, the gambling industry as a theme is been hot.
I don't think it's so much like it's more sports betting and the future of there's going to be so many roll-ups in the space and gambling, with Live Tour and pickleball and all these new sports. This is just the biggest trend that I see. Again, I'm not heavily involved in it, but because I don't bet, Ivan, but man, you can't deny these trends. This is better than any trend now.
Yeah, you don't need to bet. You can just own the betting companies and just participate as an owner. Another big trend, like if 4 months ago somebody told you that—
I'm almost like at the point where I say if a kid's gambling, they should take an equal amount of money and buy a piece of the casino. They used to say if you spend money at Apple, go buy the stock too.
Exactly.
Honestly, there should be a strategy. If kids are betting a certain amount, like they're losing, and the one way to at least kind of—
This is actually a great product idea, Howard, for someone like DraftKings or so, they can have it as an option, put 50% of your bets in our stock or something.
Seriously, just fade yourself. But it's true. It's like owning a brokerage. If you're a big trader, own Interactive Brokers.
So let me ask you something. So if 4 months ago, someone told you that home builders would be among the best performing groups, would you believe them?
No, I mean, I don't follow the sector. I do know that they're well-positioned balance sheet, and it's not so much that they're doing well, Ivan. They're not making anything, right? I don't think that their financials are bad. Like their financials are great, right? And because of '08, they're just well prepared, and it just seems like, I can't explain it. I mean,
broke out quite a few of them. New 52-week highs. Obviously, in this market, most of the obvious breakouts to new 52-week highs have been faded. Like a much better entry strategy has been just waiting for a better point near the 20 or the 50-day moving average, other than chasing. But definitely one of the surprisingly strong groups.
Same with restaurants. Look at McDonald's and Chipotle trading at record prices.
Exactly, restaurants.
Dude, this makes no sense to me. I love McDonald's. I sold it a while ago, but I'm not going to own McDonald's at 10 times sales. But maybe they'll buy DraftKings. Maybe you'll just go to the drive-thru and place a bet and get a cheeseburger.
So you're right. A lot of the fast food places are near 52-week highs or at 52-week highs, including Chipotle, which they missed estimates last time, and it didn't matter. They pulled back for a little bit.
As I was watching my diet in the U.S., and I was going to Chipotle's a lot, just getting a little bit of guac and chicken in a bowl, and no rice or whatever. And it's like one of the easiest places. You're overpaying for that, but it was one of the easiest places if I was kind of watching what I eat to just have some protein and some fat. But all the restaurants seem to be doing well. And then
mostly the fast food.
And then in fashion, it's weird because you have my trend, which is LVMH, but then you also had Crocs, which is like,
the shoe stocks are doing really well. So you mentioned Crocs.
Onan, which is the Swiss sneaker maker that Federer helped start.
They also have clothing, by the way. I don't know. I haven't tried the clothing. The shoes are amazing. I've been using them long before they become public.
For hiking?
No, just mostly for walking. Not really for hiking.
There's these other ones that everybody's wearing, these ugly things, these fat things that everybody's wearing. But Onan. Yeah.
I think the Deckers owns them also near.
That explains that.
All-time price, I think that's all-time price. Yeah.
Those shoes are everywhere, and that stock's doing well in retail. Is for shit. Like Amazon, look at this retail index is for shit.
Wow. 90 cents to 500 in since 2000. This is amazing.
Everybody's chasing tech, and then we still get these brands that are doing roll. Deckers is a roll-up, right? Go pull it up.
I have no idea. But this is more than 500 times in 20 years.
Oh my God.
So pretty incredible for a public company. So earnings season has just begun. We had Netflix and Tesla, the two big tech companies. They missed estimates, but they didn't really sell off.
Tech companies are getting what they deserve right now. It's super interesting. Everybody's talking about Twitter and Tesla and SpaceX. You look at and this is the era of the machines, right? And so you see even like Elon Musk and Google are asking people, there's too many fans to even wade in here. You can't be an Elon. You can't say anything negative about Elon, and at least on the product, Twitter, which I use, it's just troll city. But the thing about Musk and Google, and listen, I'm long Google, I'm not long Tesla, is if you think about who's asking for AI to slow down, but what's his name did it on 60 Minutes, Sergey, and Elon's asking for a 6-month moratorium. Guess what? They're behind Microsoft and OpenAI, so of course they want a moratorium. So it's funny, like tech's eating itself, and the richest guy in the world is LVMH, and no one has a game plan for him. You've got so you have gambling, obesity, food, gambling, obesity, food,
and shoes,
and clothing and fashion. Destroy, and they're going to be able to deploy tech, and so we have this interesting bull market, and no one knows these companies, right? If you asked 1,000 retail investors, they know Five Below or Deckers. They wouldn't be able to tell you the stock price, but if you ask them how much Tesla was up or down today, they could tell you, or the S&P. So it's pretty interesting. There's like a complete change in leadership. I mean, the valuations, my problem is the valuations just aren't cheap, and that goes back to interest rates. And it also goes back to the S&P. If we look at the monthly, Ivan, and it's still below its, long-term moving average, 20-month moving average. So it's still below that, and that monthly
it's above
moving
the 50
average,
though. This is the 50.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's below the 20-month, and good things still don't happen there. I think a lot of the technical guys that I follow, if we can get above 4,200, could be a change of trend. So underneath it all, like if you panicked in October, it didn't help. And right now, if you're chasing tech, which kind of rallied off the bottom, you're getting waylaid. Crypto pulled back, and then Europe's working. So there's stuff that's working.
You have France at, I don't know, that's new, almost new all-time highs with all the strikes. Like yesterday, I saw someone posting a picture on Twitter with them building a wall on the highway on the highway in France, and they're still at all-time highs. So,
I mean, pretty underneath incredible. It all, they're in the center of the world in many ways, and Macron's running around the world cutting deals, and they're just not a tech. They're not a tech. It's a fashion and food tourism place, and Europe's, again, it comes down to profits, and rich people are spending money in Europe. And so profits on their big companies, like the fashion companies in France, are hitting all-time highs, and that's what's moving their market. It's not like food companies there in industrial. It's the fashion company. Same with Italy. You got Ferrari. So there's a really interesting. I think the weakest sector is still the S&P and the Nasdaq, like globally. So you just got to kind of expand your tickers. So for me, I guess IGT is a new ad, and some of this casino companies.
Yeah, the whole space, the whole gambling space, for whatever reason, is just acting constructively right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good to know. All right, buddy.
All right, good to catch up. See you next week then.
Safe travels. See you, everybody.